We just got back from the gym, killed our workout, and this presents the perfect opportunity for both of us to make a delicious versus nutritious
smoothie.
So what does this remind you of?
Mug cakes.
Mug cakes. Ooh.
She made delicious, I made nutritious. Sticking with the same assignments.
Premise.
Yeah, same assignments for this one. She's usually the delicious one.
If you can't tell from the bod.
Didn't I do that last time too? I feel like I did. She's going to start.
Yeah, I'll take the lead on this one as usual.
She's making a delicious keto smoothie. She'll go into the ingredients and everything when it's her turn. I'm making a nutritious keto smoothie. I make this one a lot, so I'm very familiar with this. She's been working on this recipe recently.
It's on point. I'm gonna be probably making this more often than not because the macros are even really good.
Your turn.
What I have going on for you guys with this delicious smoothie recipe is a chocolate coconut smoothie. So coconut and chocolate are like my two favorite things. So I love Almond Joys, I love Mounds. We're gonna be using coconut milk. You can also use almond milk or cashew milk, whatever you want. The flavor in the milks I feel like aren't that strong. So what we're gonna be using for the coconut flavor is shredded coconut. And I even have some coconut protein powder. So luckily I have this on hand, but if you have just normal protein powder, that'll work too because the shredded coconut is a really strong flavor. We are going to start with 1 cup of coconut milk. To that, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. We are also going to add unsweetened shredded coconut. If you have chips, that's fine too. Since we're blending it up, it'll get all, it'll turn in small pieces. Oop, there we are. We are going to do half a scoop of protein powder. I don't like to do a full scoop because that's just a lot of protein for me at one time. So just a half a scoop here, that's perfect. So the protein powder Isopure is sweet, but since I'm using such a small amount, it's not gonna be that sweet. I'm also going to add about 3 drops of liquid stevia, but if you have an unflavored protein powder that's not sweet at all, you might wanna add more stevia. Here we go. And then the secret here is xanthan gum. And you can do without if you don't have this, but what I like about the xanthan gum is it's a thickening agent, so it makes a thick milkshakey texture. But if you leave this out, you'll still get a delicious chocolate coconut milk smoothie. So we're gonna go a very small amount. You're gonna do 1/8 of a teaspoon. Always start less and add more because with xanthan gum, you know, any ingredient, once you put it in, can't take it out. And then I have about 7 ice cubes right here. I know I'm being exact, but I want the perfect recipe. And that's all it is. Okay, here we go. And that's it. Ooh. Can you get a peek in here? I guess you'll see it in the glass, but you can like see little specks of coconut. You can smell the coconut. I don't know if Matt can smell it, but I can smell it. You'll see when I pour it into the glass. And it really just makes the perfect amount. I'm picking up Matt's lisp. Is that possible?
We're gonna try it together.
Oh, we're gonna try it together. I was so excited to dig in. Okay, Matt's turn.
Look at this monstrosity, guys. This is a smoothie. This looks more like a kid's milkshake from Burger King dollar menu. The foundation for all of my green smoothies and pretty much every smoothie I make is frozen spinach. We start with about 2 cups. I usually get a big package like this and use about 1/3 of it per smoothie. Just toss that in. A lot of good nutrients in here. This is where you get your potassium too. Then we're going MCT oil. Now MCT oil is pretty much mandatory for this. It's the only kind of fat that really stays liquid when it's cold. 2 tablespoons of MCT oil. If you're not used to taking MCT oil, don't use 2 tablespoons. Use like half a tablespoon. Now this is where you got to make some decisions. One of these 3 I always put in. For the official recipe in the attached blog post, I'm using psyllium husk powder. This is probably the one I use most often, but I'll also sometimes use some hemp seeds or some flax meal. And then I'm gonna use some cookies and cream Isopure protein powder. Same story as Mega. This is the protein powder we recommend. 0 carb, 25 grams of protein per scoop. I'm going to use half a scoop. And then one last addition, totally optional. A lot of you guys might not have this. Spirulina powder. I like adding this. It's like an algae. It has a lot of good health benefits, a lot of good nutrients in there. I add a teaspoon to every one of my smoothies. So a couple options that I'll occasionally do. It's not in the official recipe, but you can throw a tablespoon or 2 of peanut butter or some peanut butter powder. You can also add some heavy whipping cream if you want. I'm just going to add water. Now let's blend. One other thing is I don't add any additional ice because the spinach is frozen. One other thing I forgot to add, which I always forget to add, is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I like to have some salt in there. It doesn't taste salty, it just brings out the flavors, and you get your sodium in that you need. Doesn't that look delicious, guys? And now it's time to taste.
So what I did fail to mention about my delicious smoothie is that you can definitely up the fat. There's not a ton of fat in here. It's pretty low calorie overall, but you can add MCT oil like you saw Matt do in his, or you can split the cup of coconut milk. I used half and half. You can do half a cup of heavy cream and half a cup of coconut milk, and that'll be even thicker and more delicious and fattier.
So the taste test. Look how thick this is, guys. And listen to...
Unappealingly thick.
Listen to what Mega says about the taste of this, because I'm so immune to how good it is to me that...
My opinion shines. Yeah. Comes through.
And I also have not tried this one yet.
It would have been nice if there was peanut butter in it.
You can put peanut butter.
I know, but like I wanted to be drinking peanut butter right now.
So which one are we starting with?
Mine, because it's been sitting out longer probably.
Okay.
Yum, yum.
Good consistency.
You can get like little pieces of shredded coconut, which is what I love.
This is the bomb.
I know,
this one's
right?
really good.
And it's so good. Do you like the flakes of coconut?
Yeah. It'll work with any protein powder too.
Absolutely.
Coconut's fine, but I think it might even be better with chocolate.
Oh, that would be really good. I feel like most people have chocolate.
Yeah.
We're not big chocolate people.
Now the green smoothie. So nutritious, guys. Don't listen to what anyone tells you. This is nutritious.
You can turn the glass over and it would just be stuck in there like sludge.
No, it would not.
Hard to get it out. He's really struggling over there. That's thicker than the ones you normally make.
It is. Came out really thick this time.
What happened?
I don't know. I just didn't add as much water as normal, maybe. What do you think of that?
Usually they're really good, actually. That one's really bad.
This one's great.
Is that what they normally taste like? Mm-hmm. No, you've made some really good ones before.
Well, if I put more protein powder, it tastes better. This is half a scoop. And also there is psyllium husk powder in here. Sometimes I make it with flax meal. That might make it taste a little better too.
Maybe it's also because I'm drinking it side by side, a delicious smoothie.
So the real test here is make them both. Mm-hmm. I mean, the delicious one tastes better. It's not really about that.
Yeah.
Let us know if you like the nutritious one though.
Play around with adding peanut butter or something sweet, something to make it more manageable.
I mean, it's taken me a while to get to this point where I just have basically nutritious stuff in here, where I don't need like a bunch of flavorings.
Yeah.
Peanut butter, a little stevia if you want.
And then with this one, what I like about it is that it's pretty low calorie.
This one's good.
So
Delicious.
you can just mess around. You can add like a bunch more stuff and it'll still stay good in terms of macros. So although it's delicious, it's still a good option.
I love that one.
Thanks.
It's not really a contest because Mega won. But maybe in the next one, decide what we should do next, delicious versus nutritious, and I'll get to play the delicious side. Good battle.